get started, okay? So last time we actually finished the chapter. We finished the chapter what? We achieved the chapter 21. 22 right here is the custom data structure, okay? And this one actually is also covering the list and tree. So this one actually we mentioned it before. And the next one is the overloading of the function, okay, and then sorting and then recursion. So these few chapter actually has nothing to do with the interview or competitive programming. So we will still cover them, but today I would like to get started for the coding practice. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing is like I have created a new course. Okay, this new course actually I put you and Emperor in there. So this one you can look at the moodle.eco24.com. And this the purpose of this one, we do not have teaching material there, but we do have problem in there, so you can submit your answer later. Okay, but we we will work on them together today. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So the target is that you need to have this book. Did you download this one already or no?
I think you bought me the book, so I have it.
Oh, yeah. But actually, yeah, you need to have a copy, yes, but no problem, okay? This one, we will use this one. So we get started from this interview questions, okay? I'm sorry. The solution is solution, okay? So the problem actually is in the interview part. Hi, Amber, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay. So, yeah. Let me repeat again. Emperor, I started a course called 47A. Okay, that's actually for practicing only. This is only submitting homework. Okay, so you and Selena were added to this course. Okay, so only thing that we do here is that you can submit your homework here. Is that okay? So we are working on this book. This book called this one called Working the Coding Interview. It's useful for the interview and also for competitive program. I think it's easier than user code Silver to go. Okay, so that's why we use it right now. And the user code one, I think it's really hard. Okay, and our goal not just want to actually try user code, but also help you to learn C++ and be able to prepare for club interview or even job interview later in college. Is that okay? So that's the purpose. So this one, Amber, have you downloaded this book already or no?
No.
No, it's okay. You just go to this course, okay, CS47A. You try moodle.eco24.com, and here you have this one. You click this one. You lead to a location, and this readme, you click it, you will see this book. Is that okay? Hello, is that okay? So just let me repeat again. Okay, you just go back to this course. You get started with this 47A. You should see it right now. If you don't see it, let me know. Okay, and go to the top, general or chapter 1. Here you will see reading material. So click this one, and then there's a readme. Here you have cracking coding interview. Okay, it is easier than user code. Okay, easier than user code Silver to go. So we don't try too hard. We just want you to learn C++. Okay, then we have a few chapters in C++ 2, right, so far. We won't. We will actually do it later. So today we are going to work on this one. So with this book, okay, I'm actually going to close this one. With this book, you actually try to look at the side, okay, look at side. There are several chapters, but you directly jump to interview problems, okay, and then array and string, okay. There are some discussion, but it's actually purely in Java, but don't it's okay to have Java. Okay, now we move on to the problem one. And in fact, I already made a copy to my submission site as well. So if you don't have access to that, you can also use this one. Here you have a problem here. Okay, so let's work on this one. Okay, we'll work on them together. Okay, in the beginning, I'm not going to actually ask you to do it all by yourself if you feel too hard. So first thing is that please bring up your Visual Studio Code. Okay, so once you bring up your Visual Studio Code, save all. Okay, I'm going to change. Actually, I'm going to open a new folder. So this one, I'm going to open a new folder. So prepare a folder for it. Okay. So here okay, we have seen this different chapter. So I'm going to create a new one. Okay. I'm going to create a new one. This one, let me call it interview. Okay, it will be easier. The direct name will be interview. So here, interview, under interview, I will have chapter 1. So I'm going to use this one for my practice side. You guys do the same thing, okay? Try to create already, do the same thing. This one I will trust the author, okay? And we will do it together, is that okay? Just like coding, I want you to do coding, is that okay?
Yeah.
Amber, is that okay?
Yeah.
And any question, just like coding bed, I will help you, okay? So this problem, let's get started. Okay, this problem is implement an algorithm to determine a string as unique characters. So a character cannot repeat itself, okay? And okay, here it said that don't use additional data structure, okay? Don't use additional data structure. So that's assume this is a goal. And we don't use additional data structure. So how can we solve the problem? If you use map, it is easy to solve it, right? If you use the map, it would be very easy to solve it. Then, if we don't use additional data structure, how can we solve it? Okay, first one, let's actually create some sort of program, okay? Create some sort of program. So this one, let me call it. Let me call it. Okay, let me try to do this. Let me call it CH. Let me call it CH1 underline problem 1. Okay. So let's create some file like this. Okay. So every chapter and every problem we similar problem. Okay. So similar name. So here I will do include. Okay. I also you do your own version. Okay. You do your own version. I'm working on my version. Okay. You work on your own version. Is that okay? Okay, let's discuss right now. Okay, let's actually get started with this one. We can always use in this. Okay, get started with this one. Okay, and it said that actually you want us to have one, making sure that a string has unique character. So we don't work on allocator, just assuming that because it's working on strings, so let's just use a string. Okay, just use string. Okay, just use string. And this chapter actually is on what? This chapter is array and string. So array, I think, is allowed to be used. Okay, and hash table is okay to use. Also, vector, I think, is okay to use. Array list is okay to use. Okay, let's assume that actually is okay to use string or vector. Okay, so we will also have a vector that we can use. Okay, so vector is also okay to use. Array list is also okay to use. So let's assume that we use a vector. Okay. We use a vector, and then how can we work on this one? We can use vector, we can use array, we can use string. Okay. And let's get started with string. Okay, let's have a string actually data. Okay, let's assume that this one is what we want to test. Okay. And let's just type randomly vector. Okay. or type any random characters. Don't type simple. Okay, we don't need simple because we don't want to make it too hard. Okay. Then this one to test whether this one has unique data or not. Okay. So this one actually is something you can try. Okay. I just randomly type it. This one, of course, it had repeat. Okay, it had repeated the pattern that I know. Okay, a repeated pattern that I know. And then we can have string data. Okay, let's try something no repeat. This one no repeat. Okay, string data 2. Okay, let's have no repeat. Okay, whatever. We create a few different patterns, and we can try them. Okay, and we can continue to try more, but we don't have the test program. But right now, it's actually just try this view. We should try more. Okay, try more to figure out whether it works or not. Okay, now, Serena, how can we solve it?
You can create like a string and just compare each letter individually. Kind of.
Compare the letter individually, see if you have repeated. Okay, so basically you have an order n. Okay, so if you explore the mutual relationship, it should be a Cn take 2 problem. So you end up with n squared algorithm, right? Mm-hmm. That's feasible, yes. You use the index just like every time you take 2 pair to compare. But I will be Cn take 2 problem. Okay. Emperor, you have idea?
Not really.
No, if you don't have idea. That's n squared, I think is actually considered to be slow. Okay, that's why I did not write the code right away. So next one, you can use a parallel array. So you actually have a, say you see a Q. I think this one we did it before. The Q and then you put it 1, right? And then U equal 1, R equal 1. And then if there is a repeating one, you found it actually already repeating the existing vector already included, then you return false. Is that okay? Is that okay? So here we can have a Boolean function. This Boolean function would be repeat. Okay, is repeat. Okay, is repeated. So this Boolean function would be is repeated. And then we will take a vector of the vector of character. Okay, I'm sorry, vector of integer. No, I'm sorry, it should be vector of character. Okay, vector of character for this one is simple. Okay, simple. And also vector of integer. Okay, this one for frequency. Remember that in AP we did that before. Okay, so we did put in this. I'm sorry. Here you should actually take a string as input. Okay, string as input. Okay, so you check whether this one repeat or not. Okay. Check whether this one repeat or not. So you will return true or false. So right here, that means actually return false. Okay, we will change it later. So inside here, you will actually create something for vector of character. Okay, and this one will be simple. Okay, the symbol that we actually use. And we also create something for integer. Okay, and here is the frequency of each data. Okay, that you use. So you take in the string and then you put it into character and integer. Okay, so here actually you find a data and then you will try to see if the data already exists in the vector or not. So the data already in the vector or not would be an order of n search, right? But because we the number of symbol may be shorter. It's only 26. Okay, it's only 26. It actually is only 26. So I think it's okay. You do not need to use every symbol. Okay, so here we can change it to be, since we are only using 26 symbol. So if you make this 2 as a principal size, it would be bigger, right? So how about this? How about let's change it this one? Don't use this one. Let's use character of the symbol. Let's see. No, we don't need a symbol actually. We don't need a symbol. We just use array. Okay. So we just put array and then its frequency of 26. Okay, and each one of them should be 0. So we do for integer I equals 0, I less than 26, and I is, okay, and we set frequency to be of I to be 0. Okay, that we set this one up. Okay, and then we start to look into different characters, right? So here, let's do this one. Okay, and then let's do this one. So actually, okay, integer I equals theta. Okay, we need to know about the length, right? So the string is using size, right, in C++. Okay, it's using size function. So you know it actually is using size. So we get started from I equals 0. Okay, and then I less than x dot size. Okay, and I increase. Okay, so we will go through each character and then verify it, right? And verify it. So here we will see this one. Okay, we will see this one. Here we will do get an integer. This integer would be equals what? Equals the x dot character at. Okay, it is a string, so we actually can use index format to do it. Okay, and minus a for it. Okay, and this whole thing we will convert it to an integer. Okay. Convert it to integer and assign it to be the index. Okay, so the index is assigned by the value of the xi minus the a. We know the index. Okay, we know the index. Okay, so if actually FREQ or I, okay, it's not 0. Okay, if it's not 0, we don't need to actually do anything. Not 0, we will say, okay, of this index is not 0. Okay, we will return. But directly return false. We don't need to actually do anything. Okay. Otherwise, we do what? Otherwise, we do FREQ of the index will increase. You okay? You okay? And at the end, very end, if no one actually repeat it, we will return true. You okay? So that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I want you to do it. Okay. So I'm doing this one. I will print it. But after that, I'm going to close this one and allow you to do it by yourself. Okay. This is the first problem. So I'm nicer to actually give you this. Okay. So here we will have what? We will have actually string. Okay. B1 equals is repeated. Give me the data. Okay. If the repeated, give me the data. Okay. This B1 will be actually true. False. Okay. Remember that actually C++ doesn't give us the string format. Okay. So here we have data. This data is the string. Data is the string. Okay. Let me put alias to it. What's wrong with it? I don't know what's wrong with it. Okay. So here we have CL, okay, and data is there's no duplicate. State of what's wrong is I don't know what it means. Okay, I'll actually check the data. Okay, but let me finish this one first. Okay. Now let me call this one D0 because actually there's no one. Okay, so here let's use D0. This one D1. D2. I think this data maybe is a real word. Okay, so let me actually try not to use it. That's why it is underlined right. Okay, so let me use a data 0 so that will avoid the problem. Okay, even though I haven't checked, but I believe that inside the STD may have done it. Okay, so this one I'm going to use R1.dh here. Okay, so let's use a simple rounding one. Okay. There's some problem. Only is fine. Okay, I don't care about me. Okay, is that okay? Okay, I'm not going to show you the answer. I actually talk about it. I'm not going to show you the answer. I'll look at your program. Okay. Amber, is that okay? Hello. Are you okay to do this? Too hard, let me know. Okay, I'm not trying to give you pressure. Selena, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. No pressure. Okay. Just want you to get started. No suitable pressure. Don't want to give you pressure. Forget something. You can search internet. You can ask me. Okay. Amber, is that okay? Any question? We can make the set bigger. Okay, we can make the set bigger. And if there are special characters, we can even build a custom design alphabet. Say A, E, I, O. We only look at the alphabet. We can build our own alphabet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then check in if that is in the stream. Okay, so that actually is something we can do. Okay, and we can match that with some index. So it won't go wrong. Okay, it won't go wrong. It should be fine. This algorithm is okay. Yes. Okay. So I'm trying to get you started to work on problem. It is a little bit harder than coding back, but easier than user code. Okay. Let me know if you are done. Okay. Selena, any question?
No, I'm just kind of debugging right now.
Okay. How about Amber? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. Feel too hard or something, let me know. Okay. I don't try to give you hard time. Okay. Don't worry. I know you are busy for SAT and other things. Okay. Don't worry. But we do need to get started because I don't want you to stay in the same level forever, right? And we start to teach you C++ because we need that to in order to go to user code Go. That's one thing. Second, even if you don't complete in user code Go in college, you need C++. That's for sure. Okay. So since this is something that inevitable, we cannot get away from C++ or check internet and many purposes. So let's do it. Okay, let's do it as early as possible. When you are done, let me know, okay? Or if you have problem, let me know. I'll look at your code, okay? Either way. It's just like coding. And we practice this every one. So I may have Friday continue to teach C++, and I have to find a different time, maybe not this time, maybe some other time, 1 hour to do coding style to continue to work on this, okay? And in the beginning, I will do this format. I solve it, and then you guys follow, okay? And gradually it will become more like coding, but you do it and I check, okay? Gradually. But the purpose is that we need to work on every single problem here, okay? That's the best way to train you for language, right? Even better than home. Only 10 minutes, 1 week later. So you want to do it. User code is not key, okay? Whether you got goal, I don't think it will help you to go into college anymore. Silver is good enough, okay? At least we know that Jessica came to X, right? Berkeley X using Silver. So Silver is good for any school. or especially for girls. Okay, so don't worry. It is good enough for you to go to any place. We just need you to survive in college, okay, and buy a heavy internship, okay, or a job. Okay. Selena, okay now?
My Visual Studio Code kind of died on me, so I'm rebooting it right now.
Okay. Rebooting.
Oh, or just like I closed it and then it's taking a while to open back up.
Okay. How about Amber? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you mind if you can show your code? I can look at it, okay? See how far you go. So far.
I think I turned off the sharing thing last time I used Zoom.
Oh, you turn off the sharing thing.
The last time I used it or something.
Oh, are you using Macintosh right now?
Oh, no.
No? Okay. Can you share or no?
I don't think so. I turned it off last time to try to get something else on.
Oh, okay. You cannot share your screen. That's what it is. You mean you cannot share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Don't worry, okay? No pressure. I'm not trying to pressure. How about Selena? Can you share?
Yeah. Like kind of broken right now.
It's okay. It's okay. As told you, I'm not trying to actually give you problem, okay? Okay. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry. I just even error, I'm okay. I actually don't. We are trying to help you, okay? So move up a little bit. Let me see. Okay, I is not declared. Okay. Okay. Go up a little bit. Okay. You go up. Okay. Wait. Starting from the first one. Okay. In function. Okay. N was not declared. There's a n but not declared. So you declare integer. Okay. So you see C double plus error message a lot. Okay. So don't try to debug too many. Just every time you try. Okay. So you have wait. Or before 4, okay. Wait, now you still shoot. STD string, okay, bool, conversion bool. Okay, you return bool. You go down a little bit, okay. You have Boolean, but you do not return string type. You return Boolean type. Here.
Okay.
Yeah. No. That won't work. That won't work. What I did actually, I'm using this Boolean. This one, you return true. Conditional statement. There is no function that will give you true. You know what I'm saying? They only give you 0 or 1, but we don't see the true or false. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. These are something we need. Oh, wait. Semicolon. Delete a semicolon in there. Yeah. These are something I want you to pick up. Okay, because I know you understand the language. Okay, this problem is not even too difficult for you, for both of you. Okay, so I don't see that there is a problem for that. Okay. The main reason for doing this is actually to make sure that you do have an experience for coding and really solve the problem. Okay.
Okay.
And then
Looks like there's no bug.
And then there's no output. You use terminal to run it. You use terminal to run it. Okay. You are in PowerShell. Okay. You are in PowerShell. Okay, let's change the shell first. You type Control-Shift-P. Yeah, and then type profile. P in the input. Where we Control-Shift-P, and then type profile. PROFILE. Yes. Okay, and then use the second last. Yeah, that one. Yeah, choose command. Yeah, choose that one. Okay, you close that terminal. Right hand side, close. Yes, and then go to terminal. Up bar. New terminal. Yes, and right here you CD to your project directory. Yeah, you will copy the directory password. Okay, here, and then you do your test. No, you already created test. Yeah, go. Test, TST. Go. Oh, no, yeah, it's okay. BAT is not needed, okay, TST now. TEST, your object code, your executable code is called test. Yeah. That's your -O means that you are going to, and your test not going to print out anything, okay? Because you have returned 0 on the first statement, please delete that return 0. You have a stupid return 0 on the first statement. The first one, you did nothing and just return. Yeah, try again. No, you need to compile again. You have BAT name same as the executable. So that's the problem. Go to your BAT file. To the very end, put 1 there. Yeah, save. Okay, so your test don't create same BAT name as the executable name. Okay, now type test. Now type test1. Wait. You need to delete the test.exe. DEL. Go to your C shell. It was stay there at the bottom. Okay. No. Don't touch. Right here, you just type DEL space test.exe. Yes. Return. Now delete whatever cannot find. Okay. dir please. Yeah, return. See what you have. Okay, you have chapter 1. So you have a test.exe. Delete test. Yes, and then you do test again. Yeah, test 1. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Hi, Amber. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. The purpose is not to try to give you pressure, okay? We just want you to practice. And my job is to help you to get go through it, okay, to actually make sure that you are able to do it by yourself, okay? And we need that because if we don't practice, you kind of will stuck somewhere, okay? And C++ compilation take a lot of effort to learn. And every time you see, sometimes I go into trouble. And just one semicolon may give me 200 warning line, okay? That's very common. So we got to know how to do that, okay? So problem 2, check permutation, okay? Given two string, write a method to decide if one is the permutation of the other. How to solve this problem? Okay. How about Amber? Do you have idea? Given two string, how to decide that one is permutation of the other? So a string is the permutation of the other means that you have some string is ABC and the other one is CBA, and this one is the permutation of the first one, right? The word actually is the letter are the same, but the order can be different. Order the same also okay. Different also okay. Then how could you determine whether two string one is the permutation of the other? Okay. Selena, how can you solve this problem?
You can just make use a histogram like before, except this time.
Yeah. Histogram is okay. A histogram may overkill it. Okay. Histogram, of course, is okay. You put the histogram, the ABCD, and then statistical for one string one, and the other one, okay, for string two. And then compare the two histograms, right? Every item need to be the same. Okay, that's one way you can solve. Is there other way you can solve this one? Histogram, we know it already, so I'm not going to use histogram. Is there other way to solve it?
Could you alphabetize both strings and then just see if they're equal?
Alphabet type?
Or yeah, just put them in order, from.
So solely string, and then make sure two are equal. Okay, that's one. Yeah, but that take a sorting, right? Okay, that's good. How about Amber? Do you have idea?
I was gonna say the histogram.
Histogram is one way, sorting is another way. Okay, these two, I think both are okay, but you actually depend on the solution from existing solution. Okay, so histogram basically you kind of go through the whole thing and comparing the histogram will be order n. Okay, and building the histogram is also order n. Okay. So I think this one is order n for histogram. That's actually good. Okay. Sorting is actually order n log n. Okay, right? Sorting is n log n. So actually histogram way is actually better. But there's another way we can do it is actually we have ABC, right? The other one is CBA, right? So we will do the following. Okay, we will do the following. So if the length is different, then we return false, of course, right? Length different, we return false, of course. Now we can create an array. Okay, we can create an array. Create an array, and then we actually we can put it using Boolean. Okay, we can actually using Boolean. Okay, so when C comes, we'll see. Okay, check everything start to be false. and we set this one to be true. Okay, B count we set this one to be true. A count we actually set this one to be true. So eventually, if any one of it is false, okay, the length is the same, right? The length is the same. The length is the same, and then we actually, if any one of them is actually false, then we say it actually is the two are not permutation of each other. But here, let's look at if we have say A B B C C, okay, A B B C C, okay, something like that, and this one is C A B B, okay, something like that, okay. So this one, the first one, I'm going to mark this one true, okay. So if it's true, the second one can't. You cannot use this one. So you need to search if there is another one, you can put it true. If we cannot find another one, you can press it as true. That means what? That means what? That means actually two are not a permutation. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one we go through each one of these is also order n, okay? And histogram, you know how to do it. I know how to do it. So sorting, we also know how to do it. So this time I'm not going to use the two method. Is that okay? Since we are doing something new, I don't want to repeat the method. So let's use my own algorithm to do it. May not be the best, but it is a invention of algorithm, okay? May not be the best, but it's actually invention of algorithm. So let's actually do it this way. Okay, so let me actually copy this one. Okay. That previous one we actually do not need vector actually. Okay, we do not need vector. So this one we have string, and we have string, and do we need vector? No, we don't need vector. Okay, so let's see. We have string, and we have the size of the string. Previous one is using 26, okay, and this one actually it is. Let's try to use another data source called array, okay, because we need to have a flexible size array. We cannot use well, if you want to use this integer array or character array, the number here need to be known, okay. If you have a flexible variable, you cannot run it at the runtime. It actually is not okay. So we will need to have that array, okay? So let's get started with this one, okay? And this one we will return here, okay? So, okay, here we have actually its permutation program we need to do, okay? So is permute, okay? So let's actually have this one is permute, and then this one will kick in two string A and string B. So let's assume that these are two string we actually create. Okay, and then there is an array we need to create. Okay, so array will be integer type and using a.size. Okay, a.size is a function. We use a.size. Create an array. So let me actually cut this one. Okay, let's actually use integer. NA equals this one. Okay. How about this will calculate NB equals B the size. Okay, since we are going to use this object. Okay. So here let's actually try. Let's use a Bool type. Okay. So Bool type array and then that's NA size. Okay. Okay, right here, if actually NA not equals NB, these two sizes are different, then we for sure will return false. No need to actually check. Okay, so here we have array. So here, let me actually return false. We will change it later. Okay, so here we have a. Well, this one is NA. Look like NA is also not. Expression must as a constant value. You cannot use a variable. Okay, so this one you cannot use available. Okay, so this one is not okay. So array is not okay. Array is not okay. Okay, let's go back to use a vector. Okay, vector must be okay. So here let's actually do vector of, and then here let's do availability. Okay, so let's use NA to create. Okay. So that is the availability of the array, and that's that. Okay. So let's do this one for integer I equals 0. Okay, I less than NA, I increase. Okay, and then AB's i's value equals false. Okay, never been used. Okay, never been used. And we are going to check every piece later, and if see if actually see if actually ABB can find a location for it. Okay, we will see if ABB we can find location. So we are going to do for here integer I equals 0. Okay, I less than NB. Okay, I equals. Okay. We are going to go through every character. So here we will have one character. Okay, that would be CH. Equals the b dot at I. Okay, b dot xi. So every time we get a character, and that is from b string. You can use it. You can use a bracket. Okay, here I try to use 80. Okay, to let you know this is the character at. Okay, in C++ language. So we get that character, and this character we will try to look at. Each character or occurrence of the A. Okay, so let's do this one. We actually is actually okay. We need to go through every character. Okay, so for j integer j equals 0. Okay, j less than NA. Okay, j increase. Okay, we try to find each character. Okay, if actually okay, here we will have foo. Okay, from okay equals false. Okay, so here we see if we can find. Okay, we can find a location for it. Okay, so if actually this one called AV. Okay, AV is J. Okay. Okay, here let's see if actually okay, AV of J is false, and also what? This one should be what? A's J equals CH. Okay. Okay, A's J is equals CH. Okay. And also that one is not available. Okay. Then we will set the availability of that one to be true. Okay. And then we'll say found. We will say true. Okay. And then we go through the whole array, and no one actually been true. Okay. So not found. So if not found, if not found, we are ready to return false already. Okay. If not found, we are going to return false already. So by this one, if the whole for loop, we go through it, and ABB's location can be found. This one we will return true. We do not need to doubt about it. Okay, we go through every character, and every character can be found. That means you actually have can check for the bits per minute. Is that okay? So let's actually try this one. Okay, we have string S1 equals A, B, C, D, E. Okay, string S2 equals E, C, D, B, A. Okay, and that's copy from here. Okay, So here is per mu. I'm sorry. And we put in S1, S2, okay. C, they are per mu, okay, and we put it up. Is that okay so far? So here, okay, the reason why I always use a long 1, 1, 2, S1, S2 is because I don't want to be the same as the name as test, okay, and I don't want to repeat. And some English name and what, and some number. Some English letter and some number usually can prevent that. Okay, so this one check P2. Is that okay? Okay, going back to here. Okay, so this one is the commute. Okay, let's go back to the algorithm. Okay, so basically we get two string. Okay, and we compare the size. If size not equal, okay, of course they get out. Okay, otherwise we say okay, check if every letter from A already been checked or not. Okay, so we set every single one to be false. Okay, initially to be false. Then B comes every character. We found a character from B, then we get a letter from B, and then we check if A is one that actually is the same as it, and also it had not been used before. Okay, if we found that one, we say we found, and then we actually set it to be used. Okay, set that it to be used. So it already been used. And then if at the very end we cannot find that actually a letter have been checked somewhere, then that means that that letter never been used. Okay, so eventually because the two sides are the same, so if every single letter that you check from B will be checked at A, because the number are the same, so everybody should have a check because the number of letters should be all the same. Is that okay? So by that we can actually make sure it is a commute. Okay. Okay. So wait. Let us see. So I need to change the name. Okay. Okay. Okay, whatever. Okay. Okay, so these two are permutation. Let's try something that's not permutation. Okay. Okay, something like this. Okay. Something like this. We have S3 to try that's not permutation. Okay. Of course, to prove it, we need to have more test pattern because just like coding back, maybe some corner we do not test it. Okay. But right here, I have high confidence that this algorithm will work. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that okay? So is this n square algorithm or not? Is this algorithm n square or not? Since we go through this one, every single one is n. Will this one be n squared?
I don't think so.
Maybe, right? Maybe. So in terms of complexity, this may not be the best algorithm. You know what I'm saying? I just found an answer, but this one in terms of complexity may not be the best answer. Okay, we just do brainstorming. You know what I'm saying? In competition, we do need to care about whether this is a good method. And in fact, this one, if you think about it, may not be the best answer. who is the best? Still building the histogram comparison will be the best. Is that okay? That guy is order n versus compared to sorting is actually order n log n. Okay, and this one I just wrote is actually n squared. Is that okay? All right, Serena, is okay?
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, it's not a good algorithm that I know. Okay, but I'll give you time to work out the same algorithm. Is that okay? Just for practicing of language. So use my method. Is that okay? But I don't allow you to look at the answer. I just want you to go through. Is that okay? Amber, are you okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead and use my method. My method is that I have a string, two strings, right? And I make a availability or availability array of the same size using vector, okay? Of the same size using a vector. And then from B, everyone I check in to a certain location, okay? Check into a certain location. And then if there's some data I cannot check in, then I say it's not permutation, okay? If yeah, something like that. Okay, you cannot check in, or actually at the end, if at the very end, if everybody can check in, that means that two are mutual communication. Okay. And my algorithm is not the best algorithm. Okay, I told you it's not the best. The best one still comparison for histogram. Okay, but we just want to learn C double plus language. Okay. So we will go through different chapters. Okay, we will go through different chapters, and then gradually we are reviewing each data structure. Is that okay? We are reviewing each data structure, and in this way, you actually will pick up the language. Is that okay? Selena, does that make sense?
Yeah.
How about Amber? Is that okay?
Yeah.
So you go through this different problem, you will pick up the language. If you somewhere you miss, just go back to read it. Okay, it's okay. You are welcome to do that. Okay. Even myself, I check the internet every time. Right? I cannot remember everything. Selena, are you okay?
Yeah.
No question? The parking is okay. No question?
I think I'm good.
You done it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Share your screen, okay? Yeah, okay. I believe it. Okay. Okay, so here you pick up that array string access can be using array notation or the AT, okay, not out the AT, okay. Size of the string, you do size, okay. If you do not know the array length in advance, then you do what? You do vector, right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you use A size, which is also okay. and okay, that's good. Okay, this one. Okay. How about Amber? Are you okay?
Yeah.
You need more time? Are you okay? Let me know if you need help. Okay. Okay, because I cannot see you, so I cannot see your result. So can I move on to 1.3? Amber, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, 1.3 URL 5. Okay, whatever that actually is to because we are doing URL, right? Uniform resource locator that we write some web pages, right? So the space need to be changed to percentage 20. Okay. So that this one, if in Java, you can use a replace to replace it. Okay. So I believe that if you use STL, they should also have the replacement. Okay. So you should easy to find the STL. Okay. String replace. They should have some function that is okay. They should have some function that replace. Okay, so that's not a problem. Okay, to find something that you can replace some string with something that shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem, but we don't do that. We don't do that here. Okay, so you may assume that the string has sufficient space at the end to hold additional characters. Okay, and that you're given two lengths of the string. So, okay, in Java, please use character array so that you can perform this operation in place. Okay, so what's that? Actually, we have 13. Okay, so input is Mr. John Smith. Okay, Mr. Smith is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30. So actually the length is 30. It's given the 30 as a length, okay? So that is the length 13 actually. I don't think this 13 any change sense, okay? So we change the requirement, okay? Let's assume that this 13 is not needed. Just given the string and we replace the space with this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't actually care about the length, okay? So we just want to actually make 20. Okay. So this one is actually quite simple. You get every character and then see a space. You actually put a certain character to this 3 to the return string, right? So you get every character. If it's not space, you keep adding it. If it's a space, you actually add this one. Okay, so that I think is very easy. Okay, I think that one, this one is very easy. So that's just welcome. Okay, so this one is create chapter 1. Okay, P3 that CPD. Okay, I think this one you guys can get started. Okay, and this one you don't need to wait for my answer. Okay. We have nothing to discuss here. Okay. So just get it done. Okay, just get it done. You can get started to work on this one. Okay. So let's actually do string. Okay. So this one is very simple. So let's call this the jump Smith, whatever name it is. Okay. Let's do the same thing here. Okay. And put 2 additional space, whatever additional space. Okay. So here we should return string, okay, and this one HL string, okay, A, okay, and we are going to replace the space character, okay. So here, let me use alias. So don't copy, don't copy. Here I return string, so here empty string, okay. Now let's actually do a return R, okay. So here I create a string. This one is R, okay. So let me use return actually string using empty string to create, okay. Just in case we don't want to create trouble, okay. So here for integer, actually a the size. So here let's see actually is space character and equals string percentage string. To be saved, to be paid, I convert it to string. Okay, to be saved, I convert it to string. Okay. This one may be a character. Okay, this one may be a character. It may be a character. Okay, so I need to be careful. So let me do this on two string using the. No, I'm sorry. It can be a character. Let me just put it this way. Okay. See if it work or not. Okay, let's just put it this way. See if it work or not. Okay. So here we do actually string y equals this. So CR, let's just bring my CR1 to see what happened here. Okay. So I think this one probably considered to be an easy. So let me begin. I made a mistake. So C3.PHP. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. This one pretty easy. Okay, this one 1.3 I think is easy. But the 13.4 I think is limiting the number of letters, so we do not need it. Okay, you can use that parameter to instead of using a size, using it as the number of characters in it. So the problems are not super hard. Okay, don't worry, it's not super hard. We just want you to make sure you practice C double language. Okay. Selena, any question?
I'm just kind of looking at my program and trying to figure out what's wrong.
Debugging.
Yeah.
However, are you okay?
Yeah.
Picking up interview skills is very important. Okay. Christopher do interview yesterday, 2 interviews. Okay. You see here, Sherwin also request me that he finished Google internship in the summer, and actually he's applying for Facebook internship. You see, they are working on the internship. So you see, even in the college, we are still doing it. Okay, every day continue to do coding. And Christopher also did the same thing. He actually trying to work on some club. Okay, and he said that one of club is too hard for him right now. I said, okay, you haven't started college yet, so it's okay. Some interview too hard. So this coding session will be something like this, okay? We work together, okay? I'll try my best to give you my concept. Not only finish the coding, we also need to analyze the complexity, okay? So like previous one, the 1.2, I told you my list is not good, but I still want to do it that way, just because we want to practice C language, okay? And histogram, we know we can solve the problem, but what's the purpose of doing that, right? We repeat the same algorithm. So that's not what we want to do, okay? We try new method and just get it done, okay? And learn the language. Selena, are you okay now?
No, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay, let me help you, okay? I'll show you screen, let me try to help you to pick it up. So let's see, there is no data length, the size. Yeah, your folder also, there's no such thing as data length. Yeah, okay. Wait, you need to compile. You need to do compilation.
Did I not just do that?
You do test, yeah. Yeah, okay. You do test, yeah, okay. So here at the size, you enter what? Your substring, I think you make it substring 1 to I, okay. Wait, okay. I think your way of using I. This one's okay, this one's okay. This one data size maybe is wrong. Substring is actually, it's not using, it's different from, it's not starting and ending. It actually is starting and size. So this one probably,
-1?
-1, yes.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to think about it carefully, okay? No, this is not data size. This is not data size. You actually right here, right? You actually right here, you are looking at this one, right? So this portion, you have this character is I, right? So here it will be 0 to, so this portion totally is I length. Actually, this portion is I length. So I think this I is actually okay.
Okay.
Your character I, right? You find it actually at the character I and use that. So, but this portion is not. This portion is, this one is character I, right? So the rest of it is what?
I+1.
How long it is? You need to put that.
Until the end, right?
It's starting from I+1, that's yes. But the size of this part is how much?
Won't it automatically go to the end?
So this one is actually, if this n is not included, I think it's n minus I is the size here. I'm sorry, n minus 1 minus 1.
N?
So I+1 is the starting symbol, yes. I plus 1 is this simple I plus 1. The location index is that. But the size here should be n minus n.
Oh, yeah, but I
minus-
mean like the substring, is it like Java where it'll
No, it's
automatically-
different. It's different. It's starting and size.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's different. So wait, something wrong, okay? You return a string. Your string, you return a string. It doesn't return true or false.
Oh.
You just actually print it. You just print it. You don't need to. Yeah, you just print it. Okay. Single quote, single quote. It's a character. Don't use a double quote. Single quote, single quote. Okay.
Is there also something wrong here?
What?
Is there also something wrong there?
I think your problem is in the middle. You are changing your size of A. Your A is growing every time. So you will have some trouble, okay?
What is it?
You have some trouble.
Okay.
No. That won't work. Okay, that won't work. Because you're adjusting your things. So actually here you list I, right? So basically you kind of replace a space with percentage 20, right? So here actually what?
Oh, wait, let me just make a new string then.
This one actually is I, or it need to be increased. Yeah, you need to use a new string. Yes. Okay. So your way actually is make it things too hard. You make it too hard. Let me show you my code again. Okay. I said this one I would rather show you my code. It's if it is character, if it is not character, you plus itself. It is an empty set character, you plus this guy.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to use the cut and paste. It's two different for you. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You try your own way. Okay.
It's still giving me the size error though.
Yeah, correct. I actually just give you the idea. Wait, but you cannot do that. You actually is right here. I think your way actually won't work.
Okay.
Your way won't work because you're assigning the host. You're assigning that to the news. You're assigning that to the new string, but remember your A actually is changing size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your A actually is changing size. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your A actually changing size. So what I'll do actually is right here, okay? This one, let's see here, actually. I don't think this is actually, you can use your A actually. Okay, you can use your A. If you want to be destructive, your A will be changed anyway. So I would think that this one, you just do I plus equals 2. Okay, good enough. Jump by 2 pixels.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jump by 2 characters. Jump by 2 said that your size changing, that's okay, but your location jump by 2. You actually insert 2 more later into it. And there's an automatic increase by 1. So actually you increase 3 later, but that's fine. Now you save and try one more time, please.
Okay. Should I just use your method? I feel like that would be.
Hmm?
I can just use your method, right?
What?
Should I just use your method?
Yeah, no. This one, okay. My method is different. Yeah, you just try this one. You don't need to use. Oh, test one.
Yeah, no, but it's still giving the side error.
You kind of let's see.
It only changed the
It's me. You only change the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because you use A. Your A actually is the original string. You use it every time. So I think probably this one, what happened is that maybe your string originally is like this, right? You have some space. So you change the space, you assign to A, but the next time you still get the older one and then change this one.
Mm-hmm.
So your way may not be. Probably still using my way is safer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Still using my way would be safer. Okay. Yeah, but these are something, the string in Java may not be the same as the string in C++.
Mm-hmm.
You got to practice and then figure it out. Okay. Got to practice. I know the plus sign always works. Okay. But the replacement, I think, usually is better. Okay. It's not the same. It's tradition. Okay. I keep the screen here. Amber, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, next one, we have this one called, we can go a little bit more, okay? So we have palindrome permutation. Given a string, where a function check if a permutation of a palindrome, palindrome in the word, permutation is a rearrangement later. Palindrome dynamic to be. So this one I think is just converted to lowercase, and then you check if these two are. Okay, it is palindrome, and it also is permute of the other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this one I think that you can call the number one, right? You check if the string is palindrome, and then also check if it is actually a permutation of the other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So true, we input this one. Write a function to check if a permutation of a palindrome. Okay. Given a string. Okay, no. I think that actually you input this one, right? And what it want to have is actually what? What you want to have actually is that based on this thing, that you input, it can create something that actually is permutation palindrome. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Based on the data you enter, that you can create permutation. So here your taco cat, and also you can create taco cat and AT code, whatever, these two are permutation potential. So it's just like we enter some data, but you want to know whether it can be used to create some commutation that is arranged, right? Okay, so what is the criteria to have some string input of a string that can actually create commutation arrangement? So I think the space you can just take that out. Okay, space is not space we don't care, right? So if space not we don't care, and case we don't care, what is the determinant? The main criteria that a string can be used to create commutation that are arranged. Selena, what is the criteria that actually you know that these strings latents can create a arrangement?
If you like split it in half and then it's the same reversed, or if you reverse one side, they're the same.
No, the later you enter, this one is not arrangement. It's not. So you do reverse it, check it. It's no. It's just this one just a source of laters.
Oh, okay.
So I was saying that actually you forget about space. So here total is 7 laters, right? So 7 is arc. So there is only one arc, and all others are even. Then that is the arrangement. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this one is a histogram problem. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
If it's even number of the laters, so everything should be even, right? Every later should have even count. If it's R, then there's only one R count because you cannot create 2 R count. So 3, A, that's only possible for 1, right? You cannot have A and B existing at the same time. So only one R count is R, right? You know what I'm saying? All others should be even count. And then if it's actually even number of character, then it should be everything should be even count. So this one is again, it's a histogram problem. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, I'll let you code in it, and you can submit. Is that okay? We are 5:40 already. Is that okay? I'll write my code. I'll send it to you, but I don't want to take time to discuss it. This one's take home homework. Is that okay? You work on it right now, maybe, okay? And you write a histogram, and then check if only if the length is odd number, okay? Non-space later are odd, then you actually check only one odd. Is that okay? Hello.
Yeah.
Is that okay? And let you work on it. Is that okay? And you can submit to my website. I just want to see if my website works, okay? Selena, is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about Amber? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one we already discussed the algorithm. I'll do that as well, okay? When I'm done, I will send you the simple code. But this one, I think that I will allow you to have more time to work on it, okay? Then that's it for today. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you on Friday. Friday we'll return to lecture, okay? Bye-bye.